Good morning, everyone. Let's wait for more 3 minutes or five to so that everyone will be able to join us. Okay, good morning, everyone. I think we have waited for quite a while already. So now let's move and start our session. Good morning once again, and welcome to our week 1 of AI Video Bootcamp. I'm your instructor, Mrs. Hafsat Isa Saidi. So today we are not here to just watch videos. We are here to learn how to create viral AI video on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and I believe by the end of this session, every one of you will be able to create a professional AI prompt. So before then, I will start by asking some questions. If you want to answer the question, just raise your hands, then I will pick one that will answer. So I don't want a lot of noises. So if you are not asked to speak, you are not allowed to unmute your mic. If you are to speak, then you unmute your mic and then you talk. So who has ever used ChatGPT here? Can I see your hands? All right. Maria, go ahead and unmute your mic.
Hello, good morning, everybody. My name is Maria Gile Indabawa. I have used ChatGPT. I've used Kimi, Gemini, and Claude, but I think ChatGPT is the one that I constantly go to. Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. Okay, let's go to the next person. Okay, no one is raising his hand. Okay, so let's move to our next question. Have you ever heard of Google Flow? Who has ever heard of Google Flow? Okay, go ahead, Mobin. Unmute your mic and speak.
Good morning. My name is Muhammad Munir Badamasi. I heard about Google Flu and I used it once.
Okay, can anyone tell us about their experience while using Google Flow? Okay. Has anyone ever generated AI image before? Let me see your hands. Okay, go ahead, Mobin.
Yes, I've used various platforms to generate AI image. Example is ChatGPT, Google Gemini, then Xgrok, and what's it called? Sorry about that. DALL-E, Da Vinci, and so on. I've used a lot of agents to generate images.
Oh. So today we are going to talk about AI video image. That is, our focus is on the foundation of AI video creation, prompt engineering, tool setup, and end-to-end workflow. So by the end of this session, you will be able to craft professional prompt-generated AI image and prepare asset for cinematic video generation, which are why all of us are here. I believe we are all here to learn that. So the first thing we are going to do is, let's try and start by testing. by testing a prompt. Let's go ahead. Ensure you set your, whenever you come to generate video, let me see, these are the things you need to do. It to set off your tools. Like, one of the things you need to do is to set off, make sure you are having a stable internet and sufficient storage. By doing that, you are going to start creating. Like what we are going to discuss here in this class today is ChatGPT, Google Flow AI, and CapCut. These are the devices we are going to be using. Ensure you are connected to the internet always while working with these tools, and enable microphone, camera permission if permitted. That is if you want to go on a longer journey doing that. So I can see someone raising hands. You can go ahead. Go on, unmute your mic. Unmute your mic. Okay, I think she's not going to talk. Right, let's continue. So what we are going to start with a simple prompt today. So let's start by asking our AI. Let's test it. This is ChatGPT. You make sure you have you log in using an email. Make sure you have your email to log into ChatGPT, because if you don't have a login email, you can't log in, you can't use it. So let me go back a bit to log in again, so that those that have never used this will understand. If you search by, okay, let me log out, sorry. First thing you need to do is ChatGPT. Then you can see ChatGPT login. Okay, we are going to take our first ChatGPT right here. So it will bring us to this interface. Then we log in. If you haven't signed up, then you sign up. But I recommend you using your own email so that you can keep up with everything you have. So this is where we are going to. Okay, here you will see emails that I have already on this computer. So I will choose one of them to go with. So here we are. It will ask for password and all that because I'm already here, so it won't be showing me all those types of information. So now what we are going to do is that to start by creating our project. So we click on the plus. Make sure you click on the plus. Whenever you are starting a project, it's recommendable. Even if it is a storytelling or something, make sure you are having your files set up like in place that they are supposed to be. Don't leave your computer like you started, like coming here and started a new chat like this. Let's see. So it will just start creating an image. So like here, you can see that they are not arranged. They are not proper arranged because I'm not having any folder. But that is not the case. let us see what we are going to do with them to arrange them. Let's say I'm having a lot of files down here, which I'm working on, like the same thing. They are all the same topic I'm discussing inside this. So what I will do is that if I want to arrange them into a project file, then I will click with the plus, then I will say here, okay. Then I will click on the create. So I won't have to go through so much to create my file. That is if you already have your files. So you need to just click on them and you drop. You see it's here already. So you click and drop. Click and you drop. Look at it here. You click and drop. Make sure you drop them. So this is what we have. Let's say I want to start a new chat. So if you just come into, let me show you this. If you just come into here, now you can see that we have our project. Sorry, like I'm having a computer mess up a little bit. So this is what we have. If I click on project, look at the project. I have podcast here, and I also have the one we could just created, short story. So I will just go, if I want to use this, if I want to take one of these, then I will click here, click inside the folder I want to continue with. Look at it, it's a short podcast story that I did. So if I want to go back and check more files, I can come to this folder and click on this place and write a new folder or change the file that I'm inside. Maybe I'm inside this one now. I want to change. Then I can go to the file and click to switch. So what we are going to create here, let's say our week 1. All right, let's enter. Let's click. Although I need to give it more of the description of what I want, but look at they are asking me, could you clarify what you mean by our week 1? For example, are you looking for a story title, our week 1, a script for week 1, a social media caption about week 1, a course or program outline for week 1, or something else? So let me know the context and I will help you create exactly what you need. So let's start by creating a new something here. Let's test what we want now. Okay, let's say I want a woman. I'll just say, okay, I want you to generate a woman. Could you tell me, okay, let me give it more prompt. Let's say create a woman. Create a woman. Okay, let's go. What do you think? Do you think AI will give me what I want? It's not like, did AI know my mind, like the kind of woman I want to create? Because I just asked AI to just create a woman for me. Who is going to answer this? I can see Saad. Go ahead, unmute your mic.
It can't use because it's not telling what you mean in your mind.
Okay, that's right also. Anyone want to try again? Do you think I'm going to have the woman I want? Like exactly what I need by telling it to just create a woman for me. Anyone? Okay, Umi, you want to try? Go ahead. So I had said, no, I don't think so. That's right also. Okay, go ahead, Umi.
The kind of woman you want the AI to create for you. So you
Okay.
need to give him a details of how she is supposed to.
Okay, that's right also. Okay, I can see someone hand. Is it Mariam Adam? Go ahead.
Good morning. Okay, Ummi, I've already said what I want to say. You need to give us specific details of what you actually want and the kind of image you want AI to create for you.
Okay, that's right. So let's move. Let me try and give the kind of woman I want. All right, let's see. Okay, a confident Nigerian, okay, Nigerian woman, wearing a royal blue Ankara dress, standing inside a modern living room during a golden hour, cinematic lighting, shadow, shadow, depth of field. Then I will have to give it like the quality I need. Okay, I need her to be realistic. And then to realistic, let's give it another one, ultra. So let's go and see. So this is the prompt I want ChatGPT to create for me. A confident Nigerian woman wearing a royal blue anchor dress standing inside a modern living room during a golden hour. Cinematic lighting, you can see that. Shallow depth of field. So I need her to be like, I need her background not to be confusing. That's why I had to like shallow depth so that the image will concentrate on her, not the other part. Like you can see that like what we are having, like portrait image, you can see that you will see the background is blur, and then you'll be able to concentrate on the right image. That is for that. And the cinematic lighting is for us to have like something more imaginary. You understand? Ultra realistic, like to be natural. I want things to be natural, not a different way. Like, so let's see what is going to generate for us. If we can have what we need. So it's still working. Let's wait for a bit. Sometimes it does take time. Sometimes it does take time to give you what you want. So AI, let me say something more. AI is for people that have patience. Like seriously, you need to have that patience, like waiting, and sometimes it can still give you what you don't need, but still you have to work on it, like keep making it more and more, keep going back and going back until you get the best of what you need. Keep improving. That is for you to keep improving what you are creating. So let's see why this is taking more longer, but okay. Let me try to refresh this, like use the network or something. Look at what we have. Isn't she more beautiful? As you can see, we have that depth. We are concentrating definitely on our character, not the background. You can see. So which one is much better? Look at her color of skin and how she looks here. And let's differentiate. Who is going first? Anyone? All right. Okay, go ahead. Unmute your mic.
The first picture is just looking plain, while the second picture is looking more detailed and it has more in the background and it's saying something compared to the first image. And I think the reason why is because of the prompt. The first one is just a plain prompt, while the second one, the prompt is very specific. That's why the second picture is looking better than the first picture.
Okay, that's beautiful. That's right. Okay, I see someone also. Saad D. Musa, you want to say something?
Yes,
Okay, go ahead.
because the first picture you not just give a prompt, but the second picture you give a prompt. So the second picture is more beautiful than the first picture.
Okay, that's right. All right. Okay, let's move to our next. Let me see how I'm going to change this. Let me copy. This is where you copy your prompts. Okay, I want to change just one sentence. I want to change just one sentence. I want to change it. Let's see what we are going to have. That is from here. All right. Let's say a happy 8-year old Nigerian boy eating. We all love jollof rice, so let's try it to be a Nigerians, right? Okay. Okay. My spirit jollof rice. Okay, sorry about that. Rice in hollow food. Let's see, let's use it to see what we are going to have. African warm sunlight. I mean, through the window. Okay, I think let's make a bit like this. Okay, we said a happy 8-year-old Nigerian boy eating jollof rice in a colorful African sunlight coming through the window. We say we are still using our shallow depth and a field ultras realistic. But this time I think we will change something. We are not going to use them. But let's try it. Let's try to see what is going to give us before we change. Okay, I'm using this account, that's why. Okay, I need to switch. Setting the same. Polishing details. As you can see, look at what I'm reading. It's finishing up. Adding final touch. You see, even ChatGPT has to add the final touch. So you also must learn to be doing that. Don't let AI control you. So I think it's finished and the network is giving us somehow. So let me refresh again. So if you are having something like that and it's no longer moving, this place is no longer working, that means your image is through. Look at what we have here. Well detailed, right? All right, let's change. Let's change to let's change about the background and the lighting, and let's go about that. Okay, let's start from here to see what we are going to have. Even the cinematic, we are going to change it, not lighten it again. Cinematic photography. Oh, I made some. So don't worry, sometimes if you are not getting the spelling, just keep up. It will do some work for you. It will understand detail. Highly detailed. You see what I'm doing? I want to have a highly detailed on my image and also a cinematic photography. Let's see what we are going to have. It's still working. Okay, and then the final touch, let's wait for it. One last tweak. All right, let's see what you are going to give us. We are still having one last tweak. Okay. Sometimes the network. Sorry. This is taking much time. Okay, I hope we will lost it, but let me refresh to see. Can you see any difference? Look at this. And also look at this. Any difference? Then let's see. Look at this. This is our first. And this is our second. Any difference you noticed? Anyone? Am I audible? Please indicate if you can still hear me. All right, Zuleha said the second is more realistic. Yes, I think it's look more natural. Okay, Umita, go ahead, unmute your mic. This is our first, this is our second.
Like she said, the second one is more realistic, and there's some changes. The protein inside is changed, and the boy is looking more like a little bit dark than the first one.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Thank you, Umit. Right, you can see. And this look more real and natural also. So you can see what we changed. What we changed here is, here we said, okay, let me start from the first. Here we say we need like a cinematic lighting. So you see, we are thinking we need something cinematic. And when you talk about cinematic, it's more like something that is not truth, like an illusion. Like you are trying to create something different, something like the lightning is not more realistic. You understand? Truth is the other one. What we said here. Okay. Cinematic is more like illusion. Realistic look more like truth, something you want naturally, although we still use the same words to describe it. But here we say the photography. When you are photographing something, you want some, you are getting a grasp of something that is more real, something truth, not something like illusion. So that's what differentiates them. This is photograph, and this is lightning, a cinematic lightning. You are using that scent. That's what cinematic. The lighting is a cinematic lightning, and this one is photography. When you are photographing something on your phone, you are using your natural camera. You know, we have set up cameras nowadays. We have Snapchat, all these filters. When you are not using the filter, that's when you are doing something, a photography. You are just taking a picture of something natural, not something that is like unreal. You are taking something real. So that's what the difference. And I said I want highly detailed. Highly details definitely is going to give me exactly what is real. You understand? You are making it correct detail. You want something that is so real about this phone. So look at it. We have the skin also look more real. Even you can see his brow and all that. Everything look more real here rather than this place. Look at his skin. The skin looking more like although it's exactly him, but you made a lot of changes. You want your image to look more real. So that's the change for that. And also look at, we have a depth of field, shallow depth of field, which is making the background also to look more blurry, you see. Here, although it's blurry, but we have more something, you understand, even the lighting look more real and everything. So that's what differentiates these two. So a lot of people are saying they don't like AI. AI is difficult to learn, but for me, I will say AI is more easier. What's making it hard is the prompt, how you people think and how you use it, like using a poor prompt. I can say, okay, create create a boy eating rice. It will still give me the boy, but it's not going to give me high detailed image or something cinematic. Maybe it will give me one of these two, but not as good as this. The background may look like some kind of difficult, like you can see everything that is in the background. You will not, some people may not be able to concentrate on the image, on your character, on what you are going to show them. They will concentrate instead on how you are, just like not concentrating, just concentrate on the background, what is in the background, what is, maybe you are creating your AI movie or something. You can see that when you are creating something, you may have like some image, photo, some frames that are not like the part of what you need, you understand? And your character may start looking somehow. The background is different. Maybe you are creating a couple's animation, you understand, or couple story. And you'll see different couples on the background. That's something different, really. So you need to make it like to look more realistic. Please be taking note of everything because we are going to have a classwork after this. So that's why I don't believe in what people are saying that AI is hard, AI is hard, AI is difficult. AI is very easy, but poor prompt make it hard. If you have a poor prompt, then you are having something that is not good. So you need to make sure you are having something beautiful. Like what we said earlier. The first one here, we said a woman, right? Create a woman. And two, we say we want you to create, maybe I can say, okay, create a beautiful woman smiling. It will give me something like this. Look at her, she is also smiling. So it will still give me something like this. Because I'm not telling ChatGPT, maybe if I say create a woman, maybe the woman will have a face like something that is like she is angry or something. She may scare me, seriously. So, but if you say to smile, it may create this one maybe exactly the same. But having the woman that we need is like a confident Nigerian woman wearing a royal blue Ankara dress, standing inside a modern living room during a golden hour, cinematic lighting, shallow depth of a field, ultra realistic. So this is what makes this woman very realistic. So look at how she looks. She looks so natural. Here you can choose also. If you want her to look more natural, you know what to do here, right? You know what to remove, what to exclude and include, right? So you know how to go about it. I want to change maybe the lighting into a photography or something. You may change this place also to make your image look more real, so that people will know like this person is creating just AI. You understand? So on your own, I want you to answer me. Which prompt will produce the best image for you if you want to do something like this? Okay, go ahead, Maria.
Sorry, Mrs. Hafsa, I'm so sorry. I have an issue. To be honest, from where you started, I understood, but from the beginning, where we got to this stage of AI, how will you create an account? I don't understand. I'm sorry, because from the beginning, I was not carried along, so I'm getting a little bit confused on
Okay.
where the basic, because I don't have any basic knowledge on AI. You understand? So from the beginning that you started, what was the first step to take before we get to this stage? I'm sorry, please, ma.
Don't worry, I understand. We are going. We are still going. Don't worry. The class hasn't ended yet, so you'll understand what we are saying. Okay, anyone, Omita, go ahead.
My question is, please, are we to download an app on GPT app, or we are just going to like put the details in our Chrome and then it will give us ChatGPT? Or
Yes,
if we have the app already on our phone, can we use it?
that's a good question. Yes, you can use it if you have it, but if you don't have it, you don't need just Google Chrome. You can use any browser of your choice. Just go to your google.com and search, or maybe like me, I always just come here and start writing ChatGPT and it will come out. So that's how you do it. If you have your everything set, your email, be sure you have an email, because you don't want to lose what you created, right? You don't want to don't want to lose your project and everything. So you need to keep up with one maybe email per project. Maybe you can use one of your email to create different project, different story, different activities, different things. Like I showed you, I can still make another project here. I can just go to the plus and start creating a different project. So that's how we go. So since no one is asking more questions, what we are going to do here is that the first step to do this is that the first formula. I think that is your question, Maria. You need to understand the formula. So I know what you are going through. A lot of people that have never used it, I will start asking this question. So the first thing you need when creating an image, make sure you have your subject. Then what? We have action. Then what? We have environment. Also have your lighting. Also be sure to have your camera set up, and also the mood of that person. You understand that you are creating your image. And then we talk about the quality. The quality always comes as the last thing. Like, let's say, look at what we did here. We have our subject, right? A boy, 8-year-old Nigerian boy. That's our subject. Action, he is eating. That is for what the person is doing, like the action of that person, what the person is doing, what do you want to differentiate your character with, or identify your character with. You are going to say, okay, your character is doing this. Maybe the character is smiling. You know, smiling is also an action word, you understand? So everything that your character, you say your character is doing this, he is eating jollof rice. That is our action. And the environment, we also make sure we created this, a Nigerian. We also talk about Africa inside it, right? I will also talk about the lighting. Look at our lighting. Cinematic photography. That's our lighting. I will also talk about the camera. The camera high detailed. That is for you when you are setting your camera, you tell the camera, like sometimes, you know, we have to zoom something, to zoom on something, like, you understand. So something like the lens you are going to use. So that is for highly detailed. And we also talk about the mood, which is a happy. The boy is happy eating. Look at him. He is happy, he's smiling, right? So we make sure we are giving him that mood. If we want, we can say, okay, the boy is sad. And then the quality, we talk about the quality is also the cinematic and also the detailed. They are all, like you can say, all of them are inside the same thing. To give the quality more, you say, okay, warm sunlight. That means you are giving that high quality. If you are generating a video, you can see that to make it more realistic, you can say, okay, curtains are moving. You understand? The curtains are moving. Everyone know that if the curtains is moving, that means the weather is kind of like you are talking about the weather outside. Maybe it's pushing the window, this thing, you understand, the air and all that. So you are trying to make something more realistic. So that's what differentiates you with the AI. You can always tell AI, create this, it will create, but your details matters a lot. Without you giving detail, you are giving the wrong thing, you understand? So I want you to note this all together. Note the subject, action, environment, lighting, camera, mode, then quality. Also try to copy this, try to write it. It's very important so that we will do something about it after. And you can give something like this. I don't want to clean this up because I know some of you are still writing. I can say, okay, my subject, I can say a young Nigerian girl. That is for my subject. Okay, for the action, I can say cooking. We all know that cooking is an action word. Cooking cannot cook itself until somebody is cooking it, right? Okay, let's say that. Okay, as for the environment, I can say, okay, I can say modern African kitchen. Take note of this. If you are writing a story, make sure you give that environment, because if you say, okay, you are in the kitchen, ChatGPT will go and take a kitchen that is maybe in that era. It will go back to like 1990s or 80s or something like that, you understand? So you need to give it all these details. It's very important. No detail. Don't let go of any details. Don't let it. Okay? And the camera, you can say, okay, close up. Let's use it like that. And for the mood, we can say happy, like I mentioned. And as for, okay, let's leave it like this way. I think that's all we are going to have. You understand? A young Nigerian girl is a subject. Cooking is our action words, right? Modern kitchen is is part of our lighting and environment, because we are going to give it environment where the kitchen is. You see, this is our environment, modern kitchen. Then we say close up for our camera and mood for our happy. So we can say, okay, let's then create something. Read this. A young Nigerian girl cooking in a, let me write this up. Let me write something. A young Nigerian girl cooking inside African kitchen. Then for the camera, I can say, okay, I may choose to use the one I used before on the woman. I can say, okay. For my camera, I can say, okay. Then I can say, okay, sorry, I need to do something here. Okay, happy. Okay, let me give her such, since we did happy, right? Let's give her such. Then what next we need? Okay, let's give it something more realistic. Maybe I want her to look ultra realistic. Or cinematic, you can choose anyone. So if I give this prompt, it's going to give me what I want. Because I was the one that created this prompt. But if I give ChatGPT just a young Nigerian side gear cooking, it will still give me something else. And sometimes skin colors matters. Yeah. Sometimes you can see that you are creating maybe an African and something like, if you did not put Nigerian, because we added Nigerian, that's why we are having this type of skin people. You understand? But if to say we don't want this color, we can still say, call another country, a different country, give it another country to still give us. But still, if you want to generate something that you are using, maybe you don't want a Nigerian person, you want a different person, you use the other country. And also, if you want a Nigerian person, you use that color tone. A young Nigerian, okay, a Nigerian. Okay, I don't need to see a Nigerian sad girl. Okay, let me do this, light brown skin. You can use this as to make the skin color. Sometimes you may say, okay, I want high fair or maybe dark, let's say dark. Because most of us are brown in skin. If you are from this country, if you are a little bit up here, like, you understand. So you can decide which kind of skin you are giving your character. So that is for that. Any question before we move on to the next? Any question, please? Okay, Mita, go ahead.
Please, can you in this sentence that you just write, can you give us the subject, action, and the subject, action, and the environment that you mentioned under this, so that we understand which one is the subject and the action?
The subject is the model you are creating, the character. The character, you look at it here. Your character is your subject. You understand? And the action is her cooking. She is cooking. I will also make sure to give her a skin color. And also for the environment, we make sure to also include something, a modern African kitchen, so that it doesn't bring us to like different era. You understand? Since our story is not from different places, you can also say, okay, in the village. You understand? You can say in the village, not a modern. You understand? You are the one who is going to give that details for which place you want your character to be in, which era, and which environment. So that is for that. And for our camera, I say, okay, I want the camera to focus on the person. So that is for me, for the shallow depth of field. So I want the background to be blurry, you understand? That's why I give it this. So I want it's also take with the camera for the close-up and everything, but sometimes you need to give it in highly detail. If you want more details, you can still use it, you understand? Ultra realistic, that is for the quality. That is the quality we are always talking about. Look at it here, the quality of our character, the image. It's either we take it by this, like this, highly detailed cinematic photography, and this place we say, okay, shallow depth of field, ultra realistic. You understand? So if you master this prompt this way, if you master it, subject, action, environment, lighting, camera, mode, the quality, then you are good to start. But still, I want somebody to still give me something, a sentence. Anyone want to try so that we can write something? Anyone? Okay, in the absence of anyone, let me try some new example here. A young Nigerian woman studying. You see, studying is an action word. On a wooden desk. Inside, let's use more than again, although I will still change it. We will use different places. We are just getting started. Sunlight. Entering. Okay, let me see this. What again? Let me see. Okay, let's use window. I think that's where most of our lighting is coming from. And then for the lighting, let's give her a cinematic photography. Okay, cinematic photography. But that is for our lighting, and also shallow depth of field. Again, let me use this. And for our quality, we want ultra realistic. Okay, let's include one more quality, 4K. Let's say we want 4K. We have 8K also. You understand, for our quality. If you are good with cameras, you will know this. So let's say we are giving her this. But let me say create, so that we are creating, or let's try it somewhere. Let's try it somewhere else. Let me copy this. Hope you are understanding. This is our subject. Oh, let me give somebody to recognize everything for us. Who is going to tell us where is our camera, where is our subject, and where is our lighting, and where is our environment? Who is going to? Nobody is trying. Do you not understand? The subject is the person, the model, your character. This is the woman, right? This is our character, our subject. Studying. That is our action. You understand? Our action. Okay. Zulay, you want to try? Go ahead. Is it Zulayhat? Zulayhat, go ahead. Unmute your mic. Go ahead.
Okay, ma. The subject is the young woman,
Okay.
young Nigerian woman. The action is studying,
Okay.
and the environment is a wooden desk inside a modern bedroom.
Very good.
The lighting is the sunlight entering through the window.
Very good.
The
And our
camera
camera?
is cinematic photography.
Very
Shadow
good.
depth of film, ultra realistic.
Ultra realistic for our
That's the
quality,
quality.
right?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
can see that we haven't given her any mood. So what we are missing is the mood. We can still leave it this way, and we can still add a mood for it. You understand? We can still a happy. Let's say a happy. It doesn't have to come like the way I write it. You don't have to be like the subject, the this, the this, the that, the that. You understand? When you are writing, you just go ahead and write. But make sure you are putting everything together to have a quite high quality image. So you don't need to be like, I must start with the subject. I must start with the action is the second, the environment is the is the third, the lighting is the fourth, the camera is the fifth. You understand? As long as you can generate, you understand this, you are good to go. You can generate a high quality images. You understand? Okay, Mariam, go ahead.
Okay. The first thing is, you said a young woman, a young Nigerian woman studying on wooden decks, right? So
Yes,
the subject, even though is a noun, that is the woman.
yes,
Then the studying is the action.
very good.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
then we have the modesty. So, and modesty, the modesty can be the a little bit. Should I use the word verb, because I'm trying to describe her the way I want to perceive the
Yeah.
image I'm trying to create.
Yes, I understand.
Uh-huh. So then you said the window, and the window give me the details, and the details would go. That is, it will go under the environment. That is the
Yeah.
window. Go under the environment. It's giving me the details of and having an idea of the kind of environment she is.
Very good. Exactly. So if you are good with noun, adjectives, and all this action word and everything, you will understand what we are doing here. We are also like going back to our English class. So you need to understand everything here. If you understand everything, it does like when you are studying English, you understand noun, proverb, how to put on action word and everything. You will put this together. So that's it. Okay, let me try another example again. Although let's try to create this image and see what is going to look like. Okay, let me try and come to this one. This is our flow, AI flow. Why I'm going to use it is because my credit for the other account is true for my creation. You know, ChatGPT has that you cannot create like you come inside and start creating different kind of image. You understand? You have to subscribe for you to have that. So for Google Flow, let's try to go to how everyone is going. We carry along everybody. So this is my Google, as you can see, google.com. You can use even your phone. You can use your phone and you can use your laptop, everything, as long as it will log into site. It has a web browser. You are able to go. You don't need to go and start saying, I must download this, I must download that. You understand? Like when this thing is hooked, okay, that's good. So don't go and start downloading things, so please. Don't go and start downloading. Okay. Google AI Flow. Here, let me click enter. So it will bring us to this surface, okay? All right, let's click on the first one. Let's go. So this is where we are, and then we do this, create with Google Flow. Look at it. So it brings me to this place. So if you don't have your email with you, you can still use, if you don't want to use the one that it is on your site, then you can use another account to create or continue with the one you have. You understand? You can use this to this place to log in. But as I have some, I can just go ahead and click on this place. So we are going to create our image using this. So it may not bring you direct to this surface, okay? You can, sometimes it will take you to different, but since I'm inside, we will still talk about it. This is not class for Google Flow, but I'm still taking it because I want to create image. So I want everyone to go and start generating their images. All right, let's see, new project. Click on the new project. Since you are already on your Google Flow, okay? You create. Then the next thing you are going to do, look at the interface. So you come here and you click, maybe you highlight everything and delete, or maybe you continue writing. Okay, let's see, week 1 session. Just call it anything you are creating, just give it a name, okay? Yeah, oh, it's already done, but make sure you click on this button, else it will not save your image, okay? So I won't take you much inside this because we are not going to, but let me just start by creating our image. So this is our interface to create image. When you click on, you can see that we have a plus, we have agent, and we have a nano banana here. So we are going to use nano banana. The first thing you do here, you click on it, and here you can either choose video or image. So let's give it a ratio. Also, inside ChatGPT, somebody should remind me to show you how you are going to create aspect ratio, please. And then if you want to create something that has to do with, like, let's say you are creating this image for YouTube, you have to use 16.9. For YouTube, I say 16.9. So this one, you can also use it, but it's not good for video quality. You understand? You can maybe for flyer or some other different thing. As for this 1.1, make sure you are taking note. Please take note of everything so that you will not forget. 1.1 is when you are creating maybe a Facebook flyer or Instagram flyer. You understand? Because this is very important. You can see some Facebook, somebody post in Facebook, you will see half of their flyer is cut off, or maybe a little bit of cut off, you understand? So to make your own not to be the same, you use 1.1 so that you have something more of high quality, your image, everything will show off, you understand? Even if you are creating a carousel for Instagram, you use this one, okay? And this one also, you can also use it maybe for Facebook or Instagram, but I must recommend you to use this. As for your real story, if you are going to post on TikTok, you want your story to full everywhere, you understand, full the screen, you use 9.16. If you use 16.9, you see that some of the videos will look like something like black in the top and the footer, right? You see the below is dark and it will look like something that is not of high quality, you understand? To give it that, use 9.16. Take note of this, very, very important, very, very important. And I will still ask questions after the session. And I know those people that are not talking, we will still talk. All right, then the next thing you are going to do is how many you want. In order to choose a high quality, sometimes I use ×2, sometimes I use ×1, sometimes I use ×4. But let's use ×2 today. As for this, I will choose Nano Banana Pro. Pro will give you the best high quality when you are creating image. Are we understanding? Are we getting this? All right, then I have choose everything I need. Look, you can see it. All right, let me use 1.1, just in case for you to see. Then I'll close this, then I'll come, and then I will paste this here. So now I will start generating. Let's see what we are going to get. All this you are seeing, the prompt and everything. Let me give you some bonuses. You can still use it to create a flyer. You understand? You can use them to create your cover for your story. You understand? I will show you how, so that you will go and generate something for me. So look at what we have here. You see? So you can choose the one you want. You are the one to make choice. This is what I want and this is not what I want. Maybe you want to change something, you can just come up here in this place. You see this? You can make some changes. And the second way you can do this is by clicking on the image. When you click everything you want, it will come. Let me say, add a copy. So you see what I did? I said add a copy mug, so that we will see how it was going to look. You can say a teacup or anything of your choice. You are the one who has the AI. You are the one to control the AI. You don't let AI to control you. That is what a lot of creators are failing today, because you are not using the right thing. Look at what we have. Can you see that? Am I audible? All right, Zuleha, thank you, Saad. All right, you can see it. We have our copy mark here. Okay, now if you want to download it, look at our download here. This is our download. Or maybe you click on the image and say save image. When you click here and you say save each image, it will take you to choose a folder. Maybe you are creating a story. You don't want to like your image to be on download, you understand, on download file, download folder. So you want to create something, you can come up here and say, okay, this is our image. You choose your image so that you can place them. You understand? Then you create a new file. Then you start putting everything, you understand. All your story images will stay in one place. That's how you do it. So let's go back. So anyone, any question? Any question?
Yes, using this Google Flow, do we need to do subscription for it? Because I was just trying to create one. It shows me that I need to subscribe.
No, you don't need to subscribe. You understand? You don't need to subscribe. If you follow the method I just showed you, you don't need to subscribe. You understand? Log in the way I showed you to you, so that you can have everything set. So I will show you all these things you are seeing. All right, let's go ahead and do something here. Okay, to say that this is my character for my story. Okay, Adeba, you go ahead, please.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So sorry, my question is, hope the download will not come with a watermark.
The download, no, the image, it will not come up with the watermark. It will not. You don't have a watermark. You understand?
Okay, thank you.
Only videos that has watermark, but for the image you can generate as much as you want. If Nano Banana Pro ended, you can still switch to Nano Banana 2 or Nano Banana Lite. Okay, so try and work on this today for the images. Okay, I want to take you on some things, but I think we need let me try to see. So if you click on here, all media will show. If you click on this space, it will show only image. If to say we have one video here, it will not show. This is where we put our characters. You understand? If you want to create a character, all these are characters that you can choose. Maybe you want to use the same thing, you understand? Not exactly the same, but how you are going to create, like this one is a mythical this thing, something like that. If you want to create something more robot, beyond human, you use this. This, what you are going to do with it is by clicking any of the one you want, the familiar, the eccentric, the professional, the wicked. Like you want to generate something like a person that is wicked, you understand? So you come and click, and then you take some of the things you need, like the subject features. You just use this like a reference to make your own. You understand? If I took this and I went to ChatGPT or somewhere, I would just go and say, okay, ChatGPT, regenerate this, use these features to generate my image. A young lady or an old woman or something. You can then give your own prompt that you have, you understand? So AI will do some work on it and give you what you want, you understand? It's almost the same thing with, let's use AI Pro. To say we don't have our character, we didn't choose any character, so you will come up here and paste your prompt, and then you give it here. You'll see what we have. As for this place, you give it a name. Let's say I will use Mimi. This is one of the methods you use to create your character. Inside this place, you can still tell ChatGPT, okay, sorry, we are not using ChatGPT right now. Okay, let's see. We want place. That is exactly how to remove something, you understand? You use it to remove or add. You remove, exclude, and include here. You use simple prompts, you understand? If you are not good with how to go about it, you can still go back to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT for the exact prompt. But as for me, sometimes if I don't want to work a lot, so I will just use it there and still get what I want. You see, we now have a MOOC here. So the next thing you want to do, so that your video, you understand? All right, we are not talking about video, but I'm still going to show it to you. If you want to create a full image of this character, so you create a body. You understand? If you don't have it, you create a body to have different pose. The pose you want your character to have, that is what is going to give you. So you click here and you say full body. Maybe let's use simple prompts, back, front, back and front, with a side view. Can you see what I wrote? Can you see it? Pull back and front. You don't need to be like give yourself a headache just to bring out all this. You know, some people will tell you to go and start generating prompt with all this grammar, English and everything. Before you know it, you were not able to create the good prompt. You are not going to get what you want. And every time you want to create pictures, you'll be like, I need prompts. I need how to do this, how to do this. If you go to all these YouTubers, you will see that they will give you a lot of write-up here that you may not remember. Every time you need prompt, you need to maybe go in somewhere inside your file or document to get a prompt for only this, all these pauses to get more view, you understand? But as for me, I only use this. I use simple prompt. Okay, I don't need to go like giving myself headache and everything. Okay, let's create. So before it comes up, let me give you some more stuff. Like you want your character to have one voice throughout your series. If you are writing a series, short story or something, you want your character with a dialogue. That is if to say you are writing something with a dialogue, you need to come here and give it a voice. Look at what we have. Can you see it? You can use this to create a room for your character. Will come up there because we are going to start with our video maybe next week. So this is what we are having now. Look at it. We have her back view, side view, and front view. So your AI, why we do this? Nobody asks me. I want you to be asking questions for some things you don't understand. Please ask me, then I will explain it to you. Like for this, why do we need this? Is that sometimes you will, when you are watching a video for some story, maybe YouTube or Facebook or TikTok, you will see some of their characters. When they turn, you will see their faces are changing. You understand? Or their movement or clothes will just change. You understand? When a character moves, you will see a cloth change or something like that. So this is for the consistency of your character, to stay consistent. You don't want where your character will look, when you are generating your video, your character turn back and her cloth change or her face change, or she have like two hands or something that you don't need. You understand? This is for you to have your consistent, you have to have a consistency, your character. And for our voice to be consistent, then you come here and you choose a voice. You see, we have our 1 week session here, training class. So we need to choose a female voice. So you click to check which voice you want. Maybe this voice will not do for me. Then I will still go down and still check which voice will match what I want. You understand? So I will just go ahead and maybe go to this. Let me hear how she speak. All right. To say I want simple, I want to customize it. You can customize it. Don't worry about that. That's why I'm here to take you. Okay, I want her to sound. You don't need that big grammars. I keep telling you all this. So I'll say I want a Nigerian accent. So this is how my character will sound. So let me try some. I may choose to change a name for her. Let's see. What name am I going to give her? Let's see, Umita. All right, you see. So I will then give her a new, maybe, or I will just say, okay, save. So it will generate and give us a preview. This is what I generate. Let's hear her. Can you hear the voice? Please indicate if you can hear the voice.
No, we can't hear.
Okay, I think let me do something about that. Okay. Here is how she sounds.
Hi there. We are introducing a new feature where I can read this aloud in a natural human-like voice.
Can you hear it now?
Hi there. We are introducing a new...
All right, let's do it again so that you can hear the voice. This is Omita, so let's not use Omita. Let's delete her. Okay, let's use this one here. Okay, let's hear how this one sounds.
Hi there. We're introducing a new feature where I can read this aloud in a natural human-like voice. Hi there. We're introducing...
All right, let's customize her. Let's say, okay, let's give her a Nigerian accent. You can choose whatever sound how you want her to sound. You see, I mostly like to go with soft and kind. It's your choice. You choose the name. If you want to change her voice, you choose like Farhana. Okay, let's save and see and hear the preview.
Hi there. We are introducing a new feature where I can read this aloud
Did
in
she
a
sound the same
natural,
as
human-like
Elias?
voice.
She didn't sound right. She sound more like our own, like Nigerian English.
Hi there.
So that is how you go with voice. Then you add to character. If you make your choice, then you add it to the character. Look at her here. To say I'm writing a story, so I will just go back and look at my prompt for the story. When I look at it, then I will ask ChatGPT for my character. I will write her name to the sorry about that. So I will write her name and ask to describe my character, her action. This is where you put her action. Is she rude? Is she arrogant? Is she soft and kind? Is she her behaviors? It's very important so that your character will stay consistent. You understand? It's good to have all this set. So to say, let me give it something. You can still go to ChatGPT if you are to search for your character, to describe your character. Some people are not good with description to describe something. So you can go back to the ChatGPT and ask it. Okay, let me see. If I want, I can just say soft and kind. But the problem here is that if I say soft and kind, if there is anywhere in the story that she's going to change her act, like to become rude or somebody else, it's going to affect my character somehow. Although the information, the character information is optional, but if you really want to keep her consistent, you need to describe the character action. So let me leave it like this. I know you understand this. So if you already have your character, to say you already generate your character on ChatGPT, let me show you the second method to upload your ready-made character. So you come to the character again, you click on the plus button here. Somebody is sending me sad emoji, sad face. Why? What happened?
Well, I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one, but from the start of this Google flow, I'm kind of confused. I don't know. Maybe others are confused, or I'm the only one confused. I don't know. If possible, you can start again. I'm sorry.
Mita, you're not the only one. Truly, I'm really lost.
Oh,
already I have the problem from the basic. I didn't even know where to start from. But
okay, I start with the creating of our character. We
no,
create the character. Okay.
Okay, sorry, Ma. What I'm saying in a nutshell, I'm not trying to, please just get what I'm trying to express myself is now. The first thing I do is I'm trying to learn how to create a video,
Image.
right?
No, we are not talking about, excuse me, please. I know you guys are like in a hurry to learn video.
No.
But
sorry,
we are learning.
You don't understand what I'm saying. I'm saying as in the course. I'm trying to name the course. You understand? The course that we are doing right now, not the subject for today. You understand? So I need to know what is the step to take. What tools do I need to start this? That was what I told you earlier.
Okay, that I understand you. I understand your question. What we are here to learn today here is how to generate high quality images. So that is what we are creating today. We are not going to talk about videos. We are concentrating all our head and everything, all our mind and everything to know how to create. It's only when you know how to create image will you be able to create a high quality image, videos. If you don't know how to generate image, then I'm sorry, you cannot generate any story. So this is where we are today. We are learning how to create all those images that you are seeing here. Every video that you are watching on TikTok or on everywhere, you need to they have to go through this process. What we are going to learn is how to work with ChatGPT and also the Google Flow, and then I think CapCut. Why I'm taking you to Google Flow today is because we are still learning how to generate image. We already done with ChatGPT. You already know how to generate this image, right? So if you give me more time, I will still go and explain what you need. I know your problem is that how are you going to make stories, right? So we are still learning how to go through with the image first. It's only when you learn how to generate a quality image will you go to the next level. You understand? You will go to the next level of how to create multiple characters, how to design your characters and everything. So you don't need, like, you want to learn everything in a single day. You cannot. You can never learn something in just one day. You will only understand this maybe after we are done with today's class. You go and do some of your research and you work on it. That is when you will understand everything. You cannot understand everything in a single book. You need to have patience. That's why I always tell people, if you want to learn AI, you must have patience, because everything have their stage, the step to take on. You need to learn everything step by step. If you say you want a one go, like I want to just start creating videos, maybe I want to start creating, what I'm doing here is that, what I want you to understand here, I'm not creating image based on your own what you want. You understand? The image I'm creating is just for me to show you how to make your own. I don't know, maybe you want this background, you want that background, or you want that background. It's for you to go and work your head and start working on it. I will just give you what you need to know, the steps. So the first step we are taking is ChatGPT. ChatGPT, we learn how to use it to create images for today, right? So when you create your image, you understand how to create your image, that is when you move to the next. And we also talk about how to create your character, your subject, your action, even your lighting and your quality. So that is what I'm thinking, maybe you guys are jotting down everything so that you don't forget. You come with your notebook so that you write down every single thing that is happening. So that what you don't understand, maybe later you go, when you are practicing, what I'm expecting is you to ask me question after our session. When you are doing your own practice, you don't understand something, you come to me. I'm always here to answer your question. Understand? So now what I need you to do is that remove all those videos on your head. Tell yourself that you are still working. You are just starting by. This is just a starting point. So it's after you learn all this step. What I want to show you is that I want you to gain everything, to understand everything step by step, so that when you start creating your own, you won't be like, she didn't teach us this, she didn't show us this, she didn't show us how to do. This is a practical class, a practical session. What you need to do is just focus your head, your eyes on your computer or on your phone. Watch how I go about every step. Have your notebook with you so that if you forget something, you will still go back to it and understand it well. In a practical class, you don't need to I must tell you something. You will not understand everything like 100%. But what you will do is that to help yourself is to jot down everything. When you jot down everything and you go to look back at everything, that is when you understand. I'm still taking you this. Google Flow, I told you, I'm not supposed to even take you to this. But because of the image, I don't want my student to be missing or something. I want you to start generating your image. So allow me to finish this side, then we will go back to where we are on ChatGPT so that I can show you how to go about bringing out your own ideas to create your own videos. So we are still on it, please. Please and please. Write down everything. Take notes so that we don't keep coming back and going forward. We want to just go to continue and go forward. What you don't understand, after class, you come to me, you ask me question. You understand? If your question is right in here, then I will answer you. But if to say we pass somewhere, we are like far away from something, and then you ask me to come back to it, that is something else. And you are not the only person in the class. Please. That's why I told you to start jotting when I start coming to this class. I told you, everybody, have your notebook. Maybe I did not tell you people, but today I'm telling you now, so that next time you come with your notebook to write.
No, we are even jotting. I have my jotter here. We are jotting.
What you don't understand is that is after you jot down. It's a practical class. When you are practicing, that is when you will see if you understand or you don't understand. You understand? That's why we jot down things. All right? Okay. So we are not going to talk about this Google Flow. I'm not going to make you understand everything in one go today. So the purpose of this session, this place, is just to show you how to generate image, which I just did. You know the aspect ratio, right? If you have a problem with aspect ratio, you ask me. That's when I will answer your question. And if you don't know how to click the plus button to paste your prompt, you ask me question, then I will do that for you. You understand? This is just the plus button for you to paste your prompt, which you copy. We copy it from here, right? So you come and paste it here. As for how to log into your Flow and ChatGPT after the class session, then you come to me, then we will talk about how you are going to start. That is the purpose. The purpose is just to show you now how you are going to do it. After class, you can't do it, you are trying to practice, you come to me. You have my number. My contact is on the group. You DM me, send me, you don't understand this place, please, ma. I will show it to you. Okay? So now let's proceed. So what we did here is after we come to our Google Flow, we click on the plus button, new project. You understand? Let me take you a little back, since a lot of you did not understand. So let me take you. These are my project, which I did, a lot of them, as you can see. Week session. So I started a new project, which is, this is our project. So that why I name it is that after the session, maybe after, when you are doing your story, you won't miss out. You are putting everything in one place. Your folder has a name. As you can see, I have many folders, many projects. Look at it here. Look at it. So you can have everything here. Let me click on this one to show you. Just like this one. Look at this. This is what I'm even teaching you today. How we just did this to create our character. Look at our characters here. This is mine. I'm just showing it to you just to encourage you, just for you to calm yourself. Have yourself calm down. Be coming down, please. We are coming. We just started. So as for this, let me show you the post. All right, let me look at how I did this. Or is this one? Okay. This is my character, as you can see. This is the one image I generated, like the other girl we did. And this is the full body part, so that I don't miss out, so that it keeps on that consistency. Look at the voice, African Nigerian man accent. Look at the description. His work is just to invite a friendly host and a guest and everything, ask questions, make control fight and everything. Although sometimes he enjoys the drama. So you see here is the host and everything. So it's after you are through with this image, before you start every video, you need to finish up the image. These are the images I generated. I make sure my characters are all ready. Look at them here. Then these are our videos here.
Welcome to the only podcast where spices and herbs tell their own stories.
Look at this. This is like
And every
more
spice
like an
has something
intro
to
and
prove.
everything. So this is how we are going. This is what we do. You go to Google. Somebody is even asking me which software is. You use your browser, any choice of your browser, Chrome, whatever, any browser. Even this browser, Firefox, I can still use it to log into this. Adebayo, please go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, I just want to add to what you said. First of all, I believe this class is being recorded, right?
Yes, it's been recorded.
Okay, so and I believe we'll get the video after the class.
Yes, of course, exactly. That's why I'm telling you people to calm down and try to just focus on what we are doing.
Okay, so let me just add this to it. My colleagues, I just think the main thing about this whole thing is, if you want to generate a video, it has steps that you need to take. Number one, you need to come with a prompt. After the prompt, you go to the for the pictures. After the pictures, that is when you will now start joining these pictures together to get a video.
Very good.
I believe if anyone should go and type what is a video, you understand that a video is multiple pictures coming together to give you a video.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it has to be step by step, and it's not about which software or which software. It's all about you understanding. Okay, we have different platform, we have different AI to generate these videos and to generate this the image. So let's just follow step by step. I understand that everybody just want to start generating videos. Yes, I understand, but it has steps. So let's just calm down and follow the steps. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adebayo. This is what I have been telling you, to try and just focus. We have the step by step.
Sorry, Assalamu alaikum. Sorry, Malama Hafsa. I think this should be my last saying. I think you don't understand me, because I feel as if the whole is as if because we're asking questions. Me, I'm not eager to create a video because I don't understand anything yet. What I'm just saying is I don't have any basic knowledge on where to start. This is the step by step of what to do. That is just my complaint. I didn't say how to create the video. You understand? All I'm just saying is, what do I need? What is the accessories, the gadgets, the website? You understand? Where do I start from? That is
what we are trying to. You understand? The step.
Sorry,
step
one. If you felt I was pushing, please, I'm sorry.
No, I understand you. Everyone will want to like which step we are going to start with. So the first step is for us, like Mr. Adebayo said, we are to start how to generate prompt engineering, which I think I mentioned it when we started this session. Prompt engineering. When you learn how to write your prompts, that is when you go to start generating your image. You can't start generating image without understanding how to go about prompt. That's why we talk about our subject and lightning and action and all those things that we mentioned. If you understand all those things I told you, you are good to start generating your image. When you know how to generate your images, the next step is to start generating your videos. When you start generating your videos, your videos will not come at like you are watching other people's video. That is when you start generating your videos. Your videos will be like short. That's why I mentioned we are going to also use CapCut. That is to put our videos all together for editing. Now I hope I am making sense. Okay, so you start with prompt generation, then you come to generate your image. After your image, then you send. You generate these characters that you have seen. You generate your characters and you start up. Mind you, after you know how to generate image, you have to also know how to go about generating your, let me go and start some other place, right? Let me see. then you know you started like writing your own story. If it is maybe advert video or something, that I don't want to go deeper with you. That's why I'm trying to so that you understand the image. If you guys are okay with the image generation, then we move to know how to start our own, creating our own ideas on making the story or the advert. Are we good with the image generation?
Yes, ma, we are good with it.
Okay, that's what I want to hear from you. Not to say like awareness. We are going, we are just starting. All right, now when you click, you see what I did. I'm still on the folder. Let me go back so that some people will not say they didn't see it. Okay, Mo, go ahead. Ask your question, please.
Well, actually, mine is not a question, it's just a kind of a contribution.
Okay.
As we made mention earlier on in the beginning of the class, you said we are going to use ChatGPT, Google Flow, and CapCut,
Yes.
which I believe you did justice to the ChatGPT because you took us from a single prompt, a plain prompt to a meaningful prompt, whereby the plain prompt just generate a picture of a woman, while the specific prompt, that's the good prompt, it generates the woman with more characteristics, just like the lightning and quality and it being realistic as well.
Yeah.
So after that, you generate some more images and you give us some, some things to notice
Formula.
while creating a prompt. Yes, that's a subject, action, environment, lightning, camera, mood, and quality as well,
Yeah.
which we also understood that better as well. So then you added up like if you
I can hear you. Is it just me? I can't hear him.
Maybe his network.
Okay. So I believe you just want to go back to what we did. So as you can see, we will just go and start another under the same story project. So let me click here. Can you see what I'm clicking? This is our project, short story. You can see the name, short story. If you don't want to go in there, you can still come up to the project and it will show. Because I don't have many projects, that's why it's not showing. But look at it here, it showed, then you can start a different one. So look at, in this place, you can see new. So let's start creating new. That is for project, if you want a new project, but I don't want to go through any project. So let me continue with our story. So let me go back again so that somebody will see. Okay, see, this is what we did. New chat. A woman, this is our first, I think. So let's say I want to start generating a story. Okay. So what I will do here is that I will start with, I want to, okay, let me do advert. Okay, let me just write a short story. Okay, let me now go short story about. I said I want to write a story about a witch and Halima. Then I can decide to say, okay, write it. Or maybe I will start saying, maybe I will not write this one. I want to. I'll just give it a prompt as I want to control it. Write a short story about a witch and Halima. Can you see it? Write a short story about a witch and Halima. Okay, let's click the prompt. Let's send it. I'll let ChatGPT work for us. Look at what we have. In a quiet village surrounded by thick forest lived a kind girl named Halima. She was known for helping everyone from the oldest grandmother to the youngest child. Every evening, she walked through the forest, this and that, you understand. One evening, as the sun disappeared behind the trees, Halima had, let me not take you much. What I want to do here is that, what I want to ask you here, I think my prompt is missing something. Who can tell me what I'm missing? Anybody want to try? Anybody? The first thing is that I want to tell you is that this story, okay, Muhammad, go ahead. Okay, he's not talking. Okay, I think what I'm missing here is that I didn't put any of my ideas in this story. Do you know what is going to happen? Yes, Leha, that's good. I didn't prompt it well. No lightning, no environment. I haven't even mentioned which environment I want Halima to be. I didn't mention the camera and even the mode of Halima. Sorry, excuse me, I'm having serious this. Okay, so what will happen is that if I make this video story about this Halima, this exact prompt, I will still make the story, but still somebody may have the same story. You can see that when you are watching maybe on TikTok, you will see the same story but different people making the same story. Why is that? Because they are not using their own ideas. One of them, it's not like they watch somebody video to copy. Sometimes it's because this is someone else's story. ChatGPT is the one that handed this story to me. How would I make it different from that different person? Is by giving my own prompts, right? So what I will come here is that I will just say, okay, or maybe I can copy the story and say the same thing to give my prompt, okay? Okay, what I will do here is that, all right, let me use the same prompt so that it will not change my story to something. Rewrite this story and everything. Halima or maybe I will just write, let me just write different story. Write me a story Halima who lives you can still go ahead and write the local government if you want. That's our state. Having a serious they can choose any English one, maybe issues or something. Having drills. Wanted always by a witch. You see what I did? Write me a story about a young Nigerian lady, Halima, who lives in Nasarawa State. Halima is good and kind, but has been having a serious, I can say, problem or situation or issues. Anyone you choose, it's just you describing your prompt. Having dreams haunted always by a witch. Halima told her father, Alhaji Sani, about her dreams, but he never he paid any importance to her dreams, as he is full of Western knowledge and we can say education. Now we are not creating image. Let me remind you, we are not creating image. We are trying to create a prompt, story prompt. So we cannot say, okay, realistic and all this ultra realistic, but we can still say it at the end of the prompt. Okay. All right. Okay. Chinyeri, go ahead.
Yes, ma. I wanted to ask, instead of rewriting the story, can't we just take what they've done and edit it to fit our
Yes,
narrative?
I can do it, but why I want to put this here is that some people may still ask me how to start from beginning. You understand? That's why I'm doing this.
Okay.
I will still show you how to use this same story to create this thing.
Okay.
Okay?
All
Okay, you
right,
see
ma.
what I
Thank you.
did?
Yes.
Make sure you go through your prompt so that you don't miss up anything. So I can still go ahead. Maybe I want maybe my story, maybe not now. Let me give this prompt first. Okay. Now you can see, look at what I have. I have everything set. 20-year-old, although I didn't give it, but look at what it gave me. But you can still write the years also if you have year on your mind. But for this Halima, I didn't come up with any age to place her on. So that's why I didn't write it with her family in life here. Nasarawa State, where mother life. You understand why I even put the mother life, so that when I come to generate my image, I won't be having any difficulty. You understand? So look at, I have like almost everything. Look at the dialogue here. Baba, she said softly, I keep seeing the old woman every night. She always chasing me. She is a witch. And I decided to look up from his newspaper. You see, because he is full of Western knowledge and education. That's why they have to like try to show it to the viewers that this is what he is. You understand? And adjusted his glass. Halima, he replied calmly, you graduated from university. You should know better than to believe in such things. You see, he never believed her. Why? Because he is full of Western knowledge and education. You understand? So she's having a lot of drama. If you started with this, your viewers will be like, they want to see what will happen next. So for now, let me try to do what Chingere asked me to. I say, okay. Rewrite this story. Good and kind, but always writing. She always dreamed of a witch haunting her. Later I make mistake. Let me just understand. Never believes her due to his high Western knowledge. Let me leave it this way. Let's go. The witch in Halima's dreams, you see, 23-year-old, you see. Still the same things, but different way, you understand? So this is what we have for Halima. This is the story. Let me share it with you. But don't start reading, just copy it and paste it somewhere, please. Because if you start reading, you can't catch up with us. You can paste it in your, maybe somewhere in your work, somewhere maybe in your chat. Yes, copy it, I have dropped it. So the next thing we want to do, after having our idea set for a story, the next thing we are going to do is, maybe you don't want this. If you don't want this, this hook or this story, you can still tell ChatGPT, but since we are creating this, let me just use this, okay? Suggest a more beautiful hook titles for this. I can say maybe 5. So 5, so that I can choose one. What you are following. After we create our story and we make sure everything is set, the next thing to do is to make a hook. Every night, the witch come for Halima. You understand? Even the beginning of the story, don't let ChatGPT use you. You understand? If you want to change this beginning, you can still copy from here and say, suggest the best beginning in order to hook my watchers. Also include this, sound more human, not AI generated. Please, is it Zachary? Please mute your mic, please. Not AI generated jargons. You see what I'm doing? I am the one in control. I don't want ChatGPT to control me at all. This is the suggest, I say suggest the best beginning in order to hook my watchers. Sound more human, not AI generated, so that it will be well connected. I can even say sound more like more. I don't know why this is okay. Like human with, we can say with emotions. so that we can connect more with our world, right? We are humans. We are not writing story. Then you paste the story I copied. Now you will see my beginning will change. I make sure to have my hook. So now I'm hooking my followers, like my audience. I'm hooking them to start with something better. Look at what it started. Have you ever been so afraid to sleep that you force yourself to stay awake? This is a hook, exactly. That's what Halima liked every night. The moment she closed her eyes, the same old woman appeared. Anyone that started listening to the story will be like, what will happen next? What will happen next? You understand? That is what we use hook for, to hook. If you started writing like this, if you say Halima this and that, nobody will watch. They'll say, I beg, what will happen? Because you didn't mention the witch, you didn't mention anything. Are you following? Hope I'm not talking to myself. I know a lot of you are waiting for this also, so that we don't look at our hook. It also give us this hook. Have you ever been so afraid to sleep? Introduce the mystery. You understand? Introduce the protagonist, Halima. Raise the stake. You understand? Her father doesn't believe her. Twist. The dream start affecting real life. This is for another twist. What happened next? You are asking, they will be like waiting to see what is this twist. The dream started affecting her real life. What will happen next? That is the question. You are not just making a videos. You are being somebody that you are being like a script writer right here. You are using your ideas to prompt this. Hope everyone is following, so that we move to our next to start creating something else. No question? All right, the next thing we are going to do so that we don't miss this is, let's say, okay. So that I copy the story. You understand? I copy the story so that we can do something more magic. We are going to design something. Okay, let's see what we are going to do next. Now that we have everything set, write me image prompt. And video prompt with high. This is where I put what you want: high quality cinematic. If you are not good with knowing all this light, let me show you a simple way. We want a natural, a realistic light. The next thing I'm going to do is to go for my camera. I want my camera to have more angles. So as you can't, like in the first start, when you start your first, what do I call it? When you start at first, you can't be like, you can't have everything on your head, right? So you need to just be simple. Don't say you must do something that somebody else is doing. You will do your own way, the simplest way, until you learn everything. So what I also want to do is now, since I have a natural and realistic light, then the next thing I'm going to do is to go for my camera. Also, I want a high quality camera movement. with some angles. It's very important. After this session, I will send you this whole thing that we are doing, this one right here, this document, so that you can go through it and start working on your own. So the next thing I will do is that I will paste my story here. So let me leave to it to work on this, so that I will have a consistent character. Look at it, use in every prompt, so that Halima will stay consistent, okay? Mind you, if you want a plot, you can still say you want this plot. You can, if you make mistake, you forget to write something, you go and start editing. Look at edits. You can say, okay, clothing. Or you go to the end and say, okay. If you are from the north, you know what to do. You then more than then you mentioned the clothing like Ankara. I don't know the name of the clothing men I use, so I'll just go ahead and say Buba. Bubu, is it? For the men, you can say, you can call it, but let me just leave it like this. It will understand everything, even the men in the picture, this thing will come up with their clothing, like the modern sense of northern. So now it will still, since I added more, so it want to create like a storyboard for me. It's creating the board, storyboard. You see how it looks. So don't panic when it does not do the write-up for you. It will just give you a storyboard sometimes for you to, if you are going to use their storyboard, ChatGPT, that is how it's suggesting these days. But before, it doesn't create all these things. But now it will suggest image for you. Umita, please go ahead.
Sorry, I need to take permission. It's already 1. I have another class to go to, so I don't know. Since you said we have the video in the group.
Yes, I believe they will send the video to you.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you. So it will create a bot. It's still working. You can see. So I want it to continue. After this, then you can decide maybe to go ahead and start using what it gives you or not. Look at what we have here. If you want, you can still edit and make some changes. Do you see their clothing? Look at it. They are wearing Ankara and all that. You see, even the man, look at his clothing. You see, this is our Sen 1. You see, Sen 1, Sen 2, 3, 4. Look at it. You can decide to make some changes if you don't want the character or something. And you can take this image to flow, which I will show you, but not this time. This time we are working with ChatGPT. So we are not going to start writing anything. So now I want the write-up for this, for this whole storyboard. So you can start copying your character to go and prompt it. You understand? Look at what we have here. We have for character lock, we have Halima. Keep this identical in every scene so that we don't miss out. When we come to the video, you understand why we are doing this. If you don't forget, I mentioned her skin color light brown. In the storyboard, we have a light brown skin. So scene 1, the narration, Have you ever been so afraid to sleep that you force yourself to stay awake? Have you ever been? You see? Then Halima, the image prompt. Then the video prompt, look at it. Halima, it is on the edge of her bed, nervously staring at the wall while rubbing her hand together. She glances repeatedly toward the bedroom window as if expecting someone to appear. She let out a slow breath, exhausted but unable to close her eyes. Look at our camera movement here. Slow cinematic. Dolly in, like it's zooming in. From medium shot to close up. That is to go like very close to her. Look at our eye level. We'll have an eye level contact that it will zoom to her eyes. We can see how her eyes are looking. Warm bed sheet lamp mixed with cool moonlight entering through the window. Can you see what we have for our prompt? Very, very good, right? I believe we are all good with this. And look at our image also, Halima, Northern Nigerian woman from Lapia, Nasarawa, light brown skin. Look at her eyes, expressive brown eyes, wearing a modern blue Ankara, drawn with matching Ankara hijab, sitting alone on her bed inside a modern Nigerian bedroom at night. Look at it. She is looking her tired eyes with dark circles because she is not sleeping well. Look at it, unable to sleep, realistic Nigerian home, so that we are using, they are giving me realistic things. I'm not writing any 3D. You can suggest maybe you want a 3D, but for me, for this story, we are using a realistic, emotional, the atmosphere, cinematic composition. We have natural lighting, ultra photorealistic, 8K. Look at our quality also. Shallow depth of field, HDR. If you have a phone, you know how to go about this. Film still, all this, it will show you the background, the length and everything. This is what this is all about, the length and everything it will feature. So if you copy this prompt here, you can copy it, maybe you go to ChatGPT and paste it, it will start giving you your image. And we have almost all image of the same. Look at it, Halima. If you have your character ready, then you will start creating for this, which I think that is for our next class, for us to start creating videos and everything, how to upgrade our stuff. So let's say we are going to use this. Since we have a file, let me log into that, our last file. So if you come down here, you know the settings, right? You know the settings. So as you are writing maybe a video story, then you are not going to post it on YouTube, then you use 9.1 if you are using TikTok. So let's use TikTok. And we have our nano banana fruit. And we have ×2 so that we can, let me use ×4 so that you will check it out. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4 for us to check which one we are willing to take. It's after you know which one to take, if you are good with this, or if you are ready, then you can go to start character design. So let me show you how to go the second way of uploading our character image. After we selected the one that we are going to use, right? Okay, this is her. Look at this one is different. This one also, this one is the same but different clothing. Then you choose the one you are going to take. You understand? Assuming you want to take this one, then you go here. Maybe you download or you click this place. If you want change, you can still use this place to change, to make some changes. And if you have your folder, then you can use save to. I believe I have shown you how to save it, but let me use download so that I will show you something. I think after this place, maybe we will go up. We'll call it a day. Look at it, upscaling your image. I make sure to choose what I want to, my picture also. The quality, let me show you. This is the quality. When you click, you choose maybe original quality or you upscale it. You understand? So that it will be of more of high quality, the quality. So it will tell me my photo is already complete. So dismissed. Let me click on the character again. I know you are already well aware of how to. So when we go this place, click the plus button. So now we are not going to give prompts, okay? Since we have our character ready. So this is where we are going to upload. Then we go to our downloads. Look at our woman sitting on bed. Okay, let's click. You see? Are you following? Please indicate. Okay, very good. Then you click on this open. So you can see our image is uploading. If you have your character ready or you want to do your own face, you can still upload. As for this upload, you don't need to use the image on the download. You can choose any folder that you want to use, okay? So here is our character. So the next thing to do is to name her, right? And do the necessary things I have shown you, right? Then we come back here and create our poses, like our views. We say full body, front and back, with a side view. Why I'm using simple English? Because I don't want to confuse you, okay? I want you to learn, not to be like, what did she say? How are we going to understand? So I have to use simple method, because some people are going to YouTube and they will be using all those high prompt and everything. Before you know it, you won't be able to understand what they are even doing. You see the prompt is very long and all that. You can't even understand the prompt. So let's name her Halima. That's it. So our image is coming. So for this place character, then you can come to ChatGPT and also ask ChatGPT. You can ask the prompt. You can prompt it to give you her to describe your character. Then you use it here. You see what we are having? We have her here, right? To say I want to do more, I can say I want her. I want remove. I remove or change. You can use change. Change background to blank. So I don't want the background which is inside her room. I told you, you can always come here and make some changes. You understand? You can always come here and to change everything, and it will still change. Now, if to say you want her to have a different wristwatch or wrist bead, you can still tell it here. Sorry, I'm used to ChatGPT. You see what we have here? I can still tell this. I can still prompt it to remove this thing on her lamp. I can on her lap. I can still go and say I don't want it, and it will still remove it. I can still say, okay, I want her all standing. She will stand. Whatever you want, just give it a prompt. Don't let AI control you. So we are saying done here. So for today, I think we are okay. So Ayla, sorry about that. So that is for today class, I think. I'm just closing. Okay, if you have any question, please go ahead so that we can call it a day. As you can see, we have 2 characters. And let me remind you, if you don't want a character, you can come here and say delete. You understand? It will be deleted. If you don't want this one, this view, you can still say delete. Or you click here, it will delete. I think that is what I forgot to show you. So we are good now, I think. I can see some people are started to feel happy. Now they understood everything. Okay, any question? Adebayo, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Sito. My question is it possible for us to create Um, talking about the ratio now, 16.9 and 9.16. Can we create
Yes.
both at the same time? Why I'm
Yes,
asking
that
this is, it's
okay.
possible that maybe I want to create a TikTok video and at the same time I want to create a YouTube video. So
Okay,
can I
thank
create the both at the same time, or I have to do it one after the other?
you. Thank you for this question. Okay, we can have like two, but that is for another day. But you have to create this like one after the other, okay? You can't create both together. But after you create your video, we have a lot of tools. We have a lot of tools to change our aspect ratio and everything. We have a lot of tools down here. So that's why I say I'm not talking about much on flow here today, because it will take us a long time. You can see we have like 2 hours, but we are now more than 2 hours already, which we are supposed to not even pass that time. So I hope everyone understood. Any question again? Okay, Mariam, you can go ahead, please.
Okay, ma'am, please, my question is after the whole prompt in ChatGPT, please, this phrase, this particular page we are in is what? Is it from Chrome, Google? That is where I'm confused. So,
Okay. No, it's okay. I understand you because you have never come across this, so it's a new thing to you people. So I'm trying to and make everyone understand. This is a Google Flow. Look at it, Google Flow.
okay, is it an app or it's a site?
Everything we are using today is not an app, unless
Okay.
you want to download. I don't know if Flow has an app, but for ChatGPT they have application. But me, I'm using only this. You
Okay.
understand? I'm using website. You can use your phone, any type of your browser, any browser, you can use it to come down here. Just go to
Okay.
your Google. Let's try to log in again. Let me log out so that I can show you one last thing, because I understand that there's a lot for this login issue. So let's go again. So you come to you say, okay, google.com. Google.com, then you say Google AI Flow. Please mute your mic, please. Look at
Sorry.
what we did. Google AI Flow. You see it. Google AI Flow. So you click. Look at what we are having. Look at the interface. Then you choose the first one. Look at it here. Google Labs, Google Flow, AI Creative Studio for video, image, and custom tools. Then you click on it. Make sure you click. Then it will bring you to this interface again. Look at it very well. Then you choose create with Google. Create with what? With Google. Then you create. You click on the create. Then it will bring you to this interface. If you have your emails, you can just go ahead and click one. That is if you have your email set on your Google. If you have emails, it will show up here. If you don't have, you use another account. Put on your email of your choice. Next, and then you log in. You understand? But if you have it, you just click on any one of your choice, the one you are working on, or the one you want to use for this purpose. So this is the interface which it will bring you to. If you don't have any project yet, it will not show you all this. But because I have done a lot of works, I have a lot of projects. You can see all of my projects, most of them has name. Let me show you. That's why I told you always name your project, whether it is on Glow, on ChatGPT, sorry, or on Google Flow. Look at week session, training. This is the Spices Warrior Awakens. So that I don't need to just like Nazanin here. I don't have to come and start looking for the one project. I will start clicking, open this one, open that one, open the other one, you understand? So if you are beginner, you just come day one, you need to just click on the new project here. And it will take you to this interface. This is your working space. This is your working space. Sometimes it will show you this thing. What do we call it? Agent. You click, you don't want agent. If this one, sometimes it will be like a little white, then you click on it to remove agent so that you will have all this to work on. I have already shown you all this ratio and all this times and all this nano banana, how to set your working space, right? How to set your image for the aspect. Let me forget one last thing is that if you come in here, click on this place, you will see 50 credit. Every day you have 50 credit to generate your video, but for image, we don't have to use credit. But here you will always see the 50. If you started creating video, it will not show you, it will start, they will start dedicating, you understand? So that place, I think we'll talk about that next week. So this is for our AI credit, okay? No, this one you cannot maybe see this because I'm like a plus, I'm paying. You cannot see this exactly the same as mine because I'm paying for subscription, that's why. And my credits are already run out. So I will show you how to trick them to get more credit to create a lot of videos, you understand? So that is for another time. So Mary, please go ahead, you have your hands up. Mariam. Okay, I think she is through with the talking.
Yeah, thank you very much. Now, I now understand. Thank you.
Okay, so let's call it a day. I will send you an assignment to the group. Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a nice day.